Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Maulida from class 25C from English Language Department, and today I will complete my extensive reading reflection video by telling a short story titled Lamb to the Slaughter by Roald Dahl. And the story consists of around 3,899 words. So I will tell first about the story. So the story is about a married couple, Mary Maloney and Patrick Maloney. So Mary is a very gentle and loving wife. She lives in a happy and calm life with her husband, and she is also pregnant. Her husband Patrick is a police detective. So this just seems like a normal and happy couple, but in one evening, when Patrick comes home from work, he looks tired and different from the usual. So at that night, he tells to Mary something very shocking. He says that he wants to leave her. So Mary feels very hurt and she's confused and cannot believe what she just heard. In a shocking and also emotional state, Mary goes to the kitchen and she takes a frozen leg of a lamb from the freezer and she walks back to her husband and suddenly hits Patrick on the head with it, and he falls to the floor and dies. And after that, Mary is become calm and start thinking carefully. Like he realized that she could be in danger, so she makes a plan. She cooks the lamb, which she used to kill her husband, in the oven, and goes to the grocery store and acts normal like nothing happens and creates an alibi, so people will think that she's not at home. And when she comes back at home, she pretends to find her husband dead and calls the police. And the police come and start investigating. So the police are Patrick's college, and they trust Mary not killing her husband. And they began searching the house for the murder weapons, and however they cannot find anything in the house. And then Mary starts to offer them food, which is the lamb in the oven, and she asks them to eat, and saying that her husband would not want them to stay hungry if he's still alive. At first they hesitate, but finally they agree and eat it. And when they're eating, they talk about the missing weapon. They say it is probably still in the house and maybe very close to them. But they do not realize that they are actually eating the weapon, which is the lamb. So the story ends with Mary sitting in the other room, just quietly looks, and the story ends. And back to the reflection, what I found difficult or challenging about the story is that actually I do not find it too difficult, because the story was quite clear and very easy to understand. But yeah, there are still some new words that I was not familiar with before, and how I deal with the difficulty, I try to find the meaning of the words and also understand the sentences. So I use a translation and I also read it, and it was actually quite enjoyable for me because I also like reading. And what I learned from the reading is that in this story there is not actually a character that is completely right or completely wrong. So Patrick is wanted to leave her wife, and maybe because he had another woman, and Mary is killing him. So I learned that maybe in this situation, like in this story, can become very serious if there's no communication between people. And also someone can do something very unexpected when they are in a very emotional state like Mary. And how I feel now about reading English texts is that I like it and I interested in it. I feel that through this activity, and I feel that through this activity, especially this course, I can read and speak more English. And since I do not use English in my daily life, this is really helps me. And recently, I also become more interested in reading short story or novels. And so I think this activity is very enjoyable for me. So that is my reflection on this story. So anywhere, if you're interested in the story, you can read by your own, or you can watch the short film because there was the short film version of it because it's interesting. And I think that's it. So thank you.